receive events, and so it triggers when that job
community wants. I think that's really cool. All right, so explain to the What is up, my Web3 family? Welcome back to the Critical Complex channel. Today, I have a very special guest on the channel with me. I have Christopher Powell, the community contributor at GoPlugin. I'm going to give Chris a chance to introduce himself and tell us about his role at GoPlugin.
Hey, first and foremost, thank you for having me, David. My name is Christopher Powell. I am a community contributor of GoPlugin. I first received the role back in May, so about 4 months now. They thought I was a developer, and I'll say that I'm not, but I let them know that I always wanted to learn, and I'm always eager to learning about new things, and all while learning, being able to share my experience with other individuals and helping them learn as well. So they reached out to me and they wanted me to be a community contributor where I go out to different social media platforms and I share what GoPlugin has to offer, as well as I teach individuals how to either make their node, or which is the GoPlugin node. I teach them how to set up different GoPlugin jobs for the node, and just a lot of onboarding. So I've had a great time. It's been 4 months so far, and I'm loving it.
Awesome. So from what I understand, GoPlugin is a decentralized Oracle network. So explain to the listeners, what is a decentralized Oracle, and explain the importance of an Oracle network to the blockchain.
Certainly. So an Oracle is a entity that allows for data to be pulled from external sources. And what I mean by that is you have data all around us. You have data from weather feeds. You have data from price feeds. When we go on CoinMarketCap or Binance, they have so much data being pulled. But the problem is that that data really works for Web 2 or the centralized world. And so GoPlugin allows for that data to be pulled into the powerful XDC or XinFin blockchain.
I'm pretty sure a lot of people that are tuned in to this video want to know about the GoPlugin nodes. So can you tell us about the GoPlugin nodes, what they are, what they do for the network, and why they're so important?
So the GoPlugin node is an Oracle node, and it's also a staking node. So we have the GoPlugin token PLI or PLI, and you're able, or anyone around the world that create a node is able to stake a minimum of 2,000 GoPlugin tokens and a maximum amount of 10,000 tokens. It's a two-part node, really. They have the node and then what they call the external initiator. And all that does is it allows for the node to receive events. And so it triggers when that job or a specific job on the node is triggered, so that there's communication between the job and the node. So that's the reason why it's a two-part process. And the node aspect is a little easier. It's the external initiator aspect that tripped a lot of individuals up. I took it upon myself to make a video series where it shows step by step how to actually create the node from step 1 to step 6. And to this day, that video, or rather I remade the video and it took about 30 minutes. That video is probably the more recent video that everyone uses, or majority of the individuals that want to create a GoPlugin node, they use that video.
So where can users or listeners find that video for creating a GoPlugin node?
They can look on YouTube. They can type in Lefty Chris, that is my YouTube channel, and I have several videos explaining how to create the GoPlugin node, as well as other videos such as how to withdraw Ply from your node. I know in the beginning there were individuals that thought that they didn't have to submit their node in order to stake. They thought that once they made the node, they could stake the tokens directly into the node, but that's not the case. So there is a way to take those tokens out of the node. So those are just some of the video examples where I'm able to assist the community on creating the node and other troubleshooting events.
I'll leave that link in the description of this video to make it easy for the listeners, and they can find the video on how to set up a GoPlugin node. And I'm also going to ask the listeners to subscribe to Lefty Chris's channel and give that video a like to increase the algorithm. So I want to ask you one more question about the GoPlugin nodes. How are the node operators rewarded?
The node operators are rewarded once a month. They receive 10% of the total amount of tokens staked onto their node. The minimum is 2,000 tokens and the maximum is 10,000 tokens. So 10% of that, you're getting between 200 to 1,000 Ply tokens per month for a 1-year lockup. You're capable of making 4 GoPlugin nodes per account, and you're able to, in theory, stake 40,000 GoPlugin tokens. And so 10% of that is 4,000. And so every month for a year, you're able to receive 4,000 tokens. Now, we also have farming as well. So individuals that have a minimum of 50,000 GoPlugin tokens, they're capable of farming their tokens. If they feel that maybe it's a little too difficult to create the node, then farming is also another option.
Wow, that's incredible. I didn't know that, actually. All right, so let's talk about the GoPlugin network and, you know, the utility side and, you know, the problem solving side, because this is what, you know, makes blockchain interesting. The problems that it's able to solve, the different things that are getting us ready for the new internet or the Web3. And so what are some of the problems that the GoPlugin network solves?
One of the problems for sure is that we know that blockchains are walled gardens, meaning that any data that is within the blockchain is going to stay within the blockchain. Now you have some multi-functional or you have multi-chain interoperability between blockchains, but that still doesn't solve the actual issue of receiving external data from the external world to a blockchain or blockchains. And so GoPlugin is alleviating that problem where we're able to take in data from the outside world, these outside sources, and putting them on chain, which is a very big deal.
Totally agree with that. So what about the communication between the Zenfin blockchain and various other blockchains? So is that like one of the main problem solving technologies of the GoPlugin network, like allowing it to be able to communicate with not only Ethereum but also other blockchains that are around the board?
As far as Zenfin, again, we have, or rather Zenfin has multi-chain features, as well as knowing that it is EVM compatible. I can see that there are those connections there. As far as GoPlugin, well, right now we're focused on the Zenfin blockchain, but I could see that some of these features would eventually move into some multi-chain functionalities.
I know we talked about the data feed and APIs and also the problem solving powers of the GoPlugin network, but I want you to touch a little bit more on the utility side and give the listeners some more perspective of some of the main focuses of the GoPlugin team and the use cases for the Ply token. So what are some of the GoPlugin use cases?
First use case that GoPlugin really put out was the forecast node, the weather forecast node. And the weather forecast node in itself is a unit that allows individuals to buy you're basically able to buy this unit from Accurite or from Amazon. When you're setting it up and you're taking in weather data, you're in Louisiana, right? So, you know, if I had to guess, it's probably somewhere in the 80s. You're probably seeing mostly sunny and maybe a breeze of about 2 or 3 miles per hour wind. The unit would take in that data, and just knowing that it's constantly collecting the data, that data can then be onboarded onto GoPlugin and actually presented on the blockchain. For example, if you don't mind, can I share my screen with you?
Yeah, that is awesome. Go ahead.
If I go to Explore now, and then we scroll to the bottom here, and you can see right now there are 35 WFN nodes. We can go to Explore now and search for country. We'll do United States. We could do state. We could do Georgia, Atlanta, and the location 1, and search. And this is actually my weather node. It's collecting data, and it's showing that even though it's in Celsius, everything is in Celsius. This is the exact weather conditions from my backyard. I'm actually getting paid once a month from the node. The weather node is generating, or rather, it's a staking node. So again, you're staking tokens to your weather node. Yes, 5,000 XDC, and then there's 1,000 GoPlugin tokens. And so you're receiving 10% of what you staked from there as well.
I'm so glad you was able to share this with us, because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of listeners and viewers that did not know that GoPlugin has a weather node that they can actually earn XDC and GoPlugin tokens by simply providing the weather data from their area. Let's talk about the Ply token. I'm going to leave that token symbol up here in this video so it'll be easy for you to find it. And at the end of this video, Lefty Chris or Christopher Powell is going to share with you where you can buy the Ply token. So is the maximum supply of the Ply token 500 million tokens? And can the token be minted or burned?
It's 500 million GoPlugin tokens in total. Now, as far as the total amount of tokens burned, I do not know that question. As far as mint, no, I do not believe that you can mint anymore. I think 500 million is the total amount that is going to ever exist.
So tell the users and viewers where they can find and purchase the plugin token.
So users can find the GoPlugin token on Bitrue, bitrue.com.
That's all of my questions for you, man. I'm so excited that I got to sit with you and talk about GoPlugin. It's very honorable to have you here, because you know you're the community contributor over at GoPlugin. I see a lot of your posts and tweets. You helped me set up my node, actually. I appreciate your time and being here, man. And I hope to get you back for another AMA or interview about GoPlugin. But before we end this video, go ahead and tell the audience how they can find you, how they can follow you and support your channel.
First and foremost, again, thank you so much, David, because this is still, I would say this is exciting. I mean, I've only been on a few AMAs, so having, or rather you having me, I'm honored. If you want to reach out to me, look for me on Twitter, LeftyChris13. You can find me on Discord, Lefty Chris, LinkedIn, Christopher Powell, and yeah, those I would say for sure on Twitter. You'll definitely find me. I'm most active on Twitter.
All right, so I'm going to leave a few links in the description for following Lefty Chris. I hope you guys learned something about GoPlugin today, and we're going to leave a link for you to check out GoPlugin.co, which is the official website, and I'll see you on the next video.